Here Vn, right? Vn for this one, check. And this one. So after that, here. So the next we are going to enter the course credits hour. The course credits hour. This is about follower. It's an enter cost. Credit hour. In here we will use the while loop. True. Let's just write n right here. This means n the enter cost credit. So to enter the cost credit, we just ask the user to input console.write. So in here I just write enter credit hours. Credit hour for this course, that is, and we don't need to enter a new line, so I delete this one. After that we need to use the variable, right, to get the value. Say credit, right, this one, double dot, and this one change in here to be console dot read line. Use this function to get the value of the credit. So after that, the credits must be greater than 0, right? So we have to check. So in here I will write check the credit hours to be check the credit hour to be more than 0, like this. So we use the if statement, right? So credit, this one must greater than 0. So in the case that the credits are greater than 0, that means that is the correct one. So we need to exceed the while loop, so use break statement, this one. And the otherwise, that means it's not greater than 0. So you ask the user to put input again. So we do else like this. So in the case like this, I will say console.write, and I say try again. And then I will tell the user that what to do. Please enter the number more than 0, right? Please enter the number more than 0, like this. So this we end about this one. Check credit this one. And this one. So now we complete for the entering credit point and the letter grade, right? So the next what we are going to do is about get points for letter grade. So I will write enter course credit. So the next we are going to talk about get points for letter grade. Get point for letter grade, like this. So to do that, we will use the variable, right? Grade point. Use this one, grade point. And in here we will create the method to do this function. So I say this method get grade point, for example, get grade point, and inside we have to use this one, the grade, this one. This means that after they enter the grade, right, the letter grade, that we don't know the point for that letter grade, so we have to define in our system that, for example, that A match with the point for number 4, like this. So in this section we will talk about get points for the letter grade, and we use the method get grade point to do that, right? So that means we have to create about that. So now we are going to do that, and to create a method get grade point, we are going to outside in here, go outside for the main program, And for this one, we use the static double and get grade point like this, and inside in here will be string, right? This one I will say grade like this one. So inside here we use the switch to separate that. That means the method get grade point will receive the letter grade from the main method. So we use, for example, that ABC, right? And we use that letter to compare that match which one in our system. So our system, I use switch, and we say grade to this one, and we use in here, and we say case like this. For example, in here we use A like this, right? A will return if it match the A letter, we return 4.0 like this. And we will have another case. Just copy this one and we paste in here. For example, the next we have B plus, right? And B plus we use for example 3.7, and if B only, we use for B only use for 3.0, and we have B and B minus, right? B minus. For the B minus, we use 2.7, and the next we will have for the C, right? C plus. For the C plus, we use for 2.3, and the next view. Next we have for C only. For the C only, we use 2.0, for example, and the C minus. The C minus we use for 1.7, and the next will be D, right? D. For the D, D plus first. For the D plus 1.3, and we will have another 4. D minus, D only, right? D only is about 1.0 like this. And the last one will be F, right? For the F, For the F number will be 0, right? But in the case for the F number, we just use for the R to be the, we delete this one, we use to be the default. So say default, that is default like this. And for the default, we just return 4 0. And in this case, we mark as to be F, right? So we later grade is about F like this. So this is about the get grade point. So after we get the letter grade, we compare with our system, and after that we will use that our system to check that match which one, and we will return that value for the point. So after here, we have to go back to our main method. So let's go back to our main method, and let's see for the you see that this one, right? You see that the method get grade point now, it has no error. Okay, so after we get the grade point, we are going to calculate the total points and total credits. So we go inside in here, calculate total point. So we use the variable total point, this one, and this one. This will be grade point, right? Grade point, this one, multiply the credit, right? The credit like this. And the next we calculate our total credit. So calculate total credit. So to that we use the value total credits, this one, this one, and credit like this. So now we finish for calculate the total point and total credit. Then the next we are going to do is about to calculate the GPA, right? So this is about for loop. So for the for loop, we use for summarize total points and total credit, right? So I just copy this one. Just copy this one to know that what happened. This or n. This one like this, and summarize total points and total credits. So after and this, we just calculate the GPA, right? So to calculate GPA, we go in here and calculate GPA. So we use GPA, this one equal total point, right? Total point divide total credit. Total credit, this one. So after that, we just show the value to the console. So we use console dot write this one, and total, enter, and so that your GPA is like this. Your and GPA is this one, GPA, and in here we just 2 point and F2 like this one. And after that, in here, for example, I just want to enter a new line. I use this one and just save the program. So now this means the case number 1 is complete, right? We complete for the case number 1. So the case number 2, we talk about exit the system when the user finish operation. So to do that, we go to the case number 2. So we have to ask to confirm that the user want to exit the system. So console dot write in here, and we write in here that do you want to exit the system? Do you want to exit the system? We ask the user to confirm message. So after that, we ask the user that console.write, and in here we say yes or no only. So we don't use this one because we don't need to enter the new line. And after that, we have to use a value to get the value from the user, and in this case it will be the letter, so we use the string, and I say yes or no, this one, to console dot read line, this one. And after that, we have to separate that value that it will be yes or no. So I use the if statement, this one. If yes, will get out, right? If we will get out the system, so that means we have to use this value, and we change this value to be 0 when we want to enter. But in that case, we have to create the break outside in here, right? So this one is what the switch. So outside the switch, we have to create in here exit the system when user finish operation, and we use if this variable is equal 0, right? So in that case, I just use the break to see the value. Use the break, so use this one. So this means that when it get out of the while switch, if you go to for the if statement and check this value to be 0 or 1. If it change to be 0, that means we exit the app, which means that we exit the while loop here. So for the number 2, case number 2, we complete like this, and the next we're going to do about the default. The default case is mean that we just want to know that the user put number 1 or number 2 or other number. In the case that is not number 1 or number 2, we have to ask the user to put the correct number, which will be number 1 or 2 only, right? So we have to repeat about that. So in this one, I will write console.write, right? And when it, I guess we say try again, and the next message console.write, I just say please enter number 1 or 2 only, like this. And after that, I just need to enter a new line, so I use this one. Okay, so now it seems that our program is complete. So let's check that any error or not. Seems no error, but okay, now let's run our program. Just Control F5 on the keyboard. So now you see that the program will display the result I will see in here. So let's try to do something. For example, I put the number 1 and enter. So the program will ask me how many courses. For example, I have the 3 courses. I just put number 3, and the program will ask me to enter the letter grade for course number 1. For example, that I choose the wrong number. For example, I put a P, go enter. So the program will ask me try again, please enter the following letter only, right? It means A, B plus B, B minus C, C plus C minus D, D plus and F. So that means I have to enter. So I put B like this. So the program will ask me that enter credit hours for this course. For example, I just put 3.5 hours, enter. And the program will ask me for the next course, the second course. The second course, for example, I get a C plus. And in this case, for example, I put the credits hour for 0. So the program will ask me, right? Try again, please enter the number more than 0, right? So enter credit hours for this course. I put about 4 hours, enter. And the third course, the program asks me the third course. For example, I just get for D plus, for example, and the credits hour I put for 5 hours. So enter. So the program will tell me that your GPA is 2.10, like this. So then if I want to exit the system, I just put the number 2, and the program will ask me that, do you want to exit the system, or yes or no? For example, I say no. Then I will go back for the menu to calculate GPA or exit, and then I put 2 again, and I say yes. So the program will stop like this.